This is the divorce paper, and everything else is for the new wife to handle." He handed me the papers with an insensitive smile. At that moment, a chill ran through my chest. I calmly accepted his words, smiling back at him. "All right, you got the next 24 hours. Midnight bathroom runs and meal prep. All of it. As long as your new wife can handle it, I feel relieved." For a moment, Liam's expression darkened. He had no idea what he was getting into, how hard it was going to be. "My name is Mia. Liam and I have been married for 25 years. Our 2 children were now grown, independent, and living their own lives. After they left home, Liam and I resumed a life of just the 2 of us. At first, everything seemed fine. I continued working, took care of the house, and felt fulfilled. On weekends, we went out together or spent time with friends, enjoying life. I was satisfied with my marriage, or so I thought. But everything changed when Lisa, Liam's mother, suddenly collapsed. She had been aging, and I knew her strength was waning. Still, I never imagined how drastically our lives would change. One day, she collapsed in her living room. We rushed her to the hospital where she was diagnosed with a stroke that left one side of her body paralyzed. That marked the beginning of a completely different life for us. At first, she was determined and made an effort in rehab. I supported her wholeheartedly. She often apologized, saying, "I'm so sorry, Mia. I hate to trouble you like this." Watching her struggle made me more determined to help. After all, she had been there for me when our kids were young. "How was rehab today, Lisa?" "Not great. My right hand just won't move. I'm so sorry I've become like this." "Don't say that. You're working hard, and that's what matters." At first, she smiled and said she'd do her best. But over time, her mood darkened, and she became less motivated. Frustration with her condition and guilt about burdening us began to show. "Should someone like me even still be alive?" "Don't say that. I'm happy to have you here with me, Lisa." I meant it. Watching her struggle was painful, but helping her was important to me. Reality, however, was harsher than I'd imagined. In addition to caregiving, I handled all the housework and meal prep. Nighttime was especially challenging, helping her use the bathroom or adjusting her sleeping position. It felt like I was constantly on alert. Exhaustion began to take its toll. "Lisa, please don't hesitate to call me if you need anything." "I'm sorry, Mia. I hate troubling you so much." Her words hurt me, but I was reaching my limit. I worked tirelessly from morning to night. The physical and emotional strain was overwhelming. Liam, meanwhile, started coming home later and later. "Liam, you've been coming home late lately. I know work must be busy, but could you spare some time for Lisa?" I know, but my project at work is really demanding right now. You're handling everything so well. It lets me focus on my job." His words infuriated me. Did he not see how exhausted I was? How hard I was juggling everything alone? I worked too. The loneliness of caregiving weighed on me daily. No one offered to help. "If only I were stronger, Mia, I wouldn't have to burden you so much." "Oh, please don't say that, Lisa. You've done so much for us. Let me give back to you." Even as I said those words, I felt my energy slipping away, but I couldn't let myself rely on anyone else. I felt it was my responsibility to care for her. But wasn't it Liam's responsibility too? Determined, I decided to ask him for help again. "Liam, could you help out a little? I'm really tired." "I've told you before, I'm busy with work right now. Things will settle down soon, I promise." But soon never came. I continued to manage everything alone. Because Liam came home late, I couldn't work overtime myself. My situation at work grew more strained as well. Even on weekends, Liam was rarely home. A silent gap grew between us, and our conversations became fewer and fewer. One evening, I prepared a meal for Liam as usual and waited for him to come home. When he arrived, he glanced at the food and dismissed it. "I already ate. I'm going to bed." "Wait, what? You usually let me know if you're not eating at home." "I didn't feel like calling. You should have figured it out." His cold reply left me speechless. We never used to fight over such trivial things. I tried to tell myself he was just tired, but deep down, I felt myself breaking. Late at night, I found myself staring at Liam's sleeping face. When did we grow so distant? I couldn't find an answer. While our relationship crumbled, I continued to shoulder all the caregiving duties alone. Liam's indifference toward me grew more apparent with each passing day. Then one day, everything changed. I was scrolling through social media while lying on the couch, trying to relax. Suddenly, Liam's account appeared on my feed. I hesitated to click on it, but curiosity got the better of me. His posts seemed harmless, updates about work and daily life. But the comments caught my eye. A woman named Erica frequently commented, and Liam often responded. Their exchanges felt overly familiar. I had so much fun at lunch yesterday. When's our next outing? Let's try that new restaurant you mentioned. My stomach turned. It wasn't just lunch. The late nights, the dismissive attitude, everything clicked. Erica worked at Liam's office as a secretary. My hands shook as I stared at the screen. He's cheating. I whispered the words to myself, feeling their weight. I couldn't believe it, but I couldn't deny the evidence either. And all I had done, sacrificing my time and energy to care for his mother, he had betrayed me. I decided I couldn't live like this anymore. I needed answers. A few days later, Liam mentioned a work dinner. I knew this was my chance. I drove to his office that evening and waited in my car, my heart pounding. Eventually, I saw him walk out, with Erica by his side. They walked closely together, laughing as they strolled through the city streets. I followed them, keeping my distance until they entered a high-end restaurant. Through the window, I could see them chatting and smiling. Every time Erica laughed, Liam smiled back at her. My heart shattered. I couldn't watch anymore. I returned to my car, tears streaming down my face, and drove home. The next day, I confronted Liam. Liam, you've been coming home late a lot. Is something going on? I've told you, it's work. Why do you keep asking? I know about Erica. Liam froze for a moment, then quickly recovered. What about her? I saw you two having dinner together. His face betrayed his surprise before he spoke again. So what? It's none of your business. None of my business? We've been married for 25 years, Liam. How can you say that to me? My voice trembled, but I pressed on. We're married. We're supposed to be a team. Liam sighed and shrugged, his tone emotionless. I'm tired, Mia. I'm tired of this life with you. Let's just end it. I want to be with someone younger. His words froze me to the core. It wasn't just the affair. It was the realization that his heart had completely left me. Are you serious? You're tired? Liam just stared at me coldly, offering no response. I felt something inside me break. After everything I'd endured, the sleepless nights, the caregiving, the endless sacrifices, he still wanted to throw it all away. My voice rose as I finally let my emotions out. Do you have any idea what I've been through? Do you know how hard it's been taking care of your mom while working and managing the house? I've done everything for this family, and this is how you repay me? You're being dramatic. Everything will work itself out. Work itself out? Who do you think is going to take care of your mother? Erica? Liam sighed again, as if I were the one being unreasonable. Erica's young and strong. She'll handle it better than you. His dismissive tone pushed me over the edge. Fine, let's see how she handles 24-hour caregiving. Let's see her wake up multiple times at night, help with bathroom trips, prepare meals, bathe your mom, and keep her spirits up every single day. Do you even understand what it takes? Liam smirked, his arrogance shining through. She'll figure it out. You're just making it harder than it needs to be. That was the final straw. Calmly, I reached for the divorce papers he has so smugly handed me. Fine. Good luck to you both. Liam's confidence wavered for a moment, but he quickly regained his composure. Great. Just make sure to sign the papers so we can get this over with. I signed the papers without hesitation, my heart strangely calm. For the first time in years, I felt clarity. I didn't need him anymore. I handed the papers back to Liam and looked him straight in the eye. Just remember, Liam, you and I are strangers now. He scoffed and walked away, muttering something about how Erica would make his life better. But reality had other plans for Liam. Erica wasn't interested in caregiving. When Liam asked her to help out with his mother, she immediately refused. No way. I didn't sign up for this. She's your responsibility, not mine. Liam was stunned. His perfect vision of a carefree life with Erica began to crumble. He begged her to reconsider, but Erica wanted no part of his burden. Honestly, Liam, I think we need to reevaluate this whole thing. You've got too much baggage. Soon after, Erica ended their relationship and disappeared from his life. Alone and overwhelmed, Liam called me in desperation. Mia, I need your help. I can't do this alone. You'll figure it out, Liam. After all, you're the one who wanted this. I hung up, finally free from his chaos. I decided to take back control of my life and to protect the one person who truly mattered, Liam's mother. The next chapter of my life had begun, and I was ready to embrace it fully. After Liam's desperate call, I made arrangements to bring his mother into my home. I couldn't bear to see her suffer because of his irresponsibility. Don't worry, Lisa, I'll take care of you. When I arrived to pick her up, she looked frail but relieved. Mia, you don't know how much this means to me. Oh, you've done so much for me, Lisa. This is the least I can do. Tears welled in her eyes as she squeezed my hand. You're the daughter I always wished for. Her words filled me with warmth. Once she moved in, our life together became a peaceful routine. I hired a professional caregiver to assist during the day, allowing me to balance work and home life. Her recovery progressed steadily, and her spirits lifted. I walked all the way to the park today. That's amazing, Lisa. You're getting stronger every day. Her smile was brighter than I'd seen in years. Meanwhile, Liam's life continued to spiral downward. Without support, he struggled to manage his mother's care, his debts, and his own dwindling career. The house he had once shared with Erica and envisioned as a new beginning now felt like a prison. How did everything go so wrong? His once smug demeanor was replaced by bitterness and regret. One day, I received a letter from Liam. It was an apology, a genuine one. Mia, I realize how much I have hurt you. You gave everything to this family and I threw it away. I don't expect forgiveness, but I needed to say I'm sorry. I read the letter without emotion. It was too late for apologies. Liam had made his choices, and I had moved on. My focus was now on creating a life filled with love, peace, and purpose. With Liam's mother by my side, I found joy in the little moments, morning walks, shared meals, and laughter over old stories. One evening, as we sat together on the porch, she turned to me with a serious expression. Mia, you've given me so much. I don't want to be a burden to you. Lisa, you're not a burden. You're family. Her eyes filled with gratitude, and for the first time in a long while, I felt at peace. Liam's betrayal no longer haunted me. I have found my strength, my purpose, and my happiness. The life I was building, free of toxicity and filled with genuine care, was the one I deserved all along. And as I looked at the woman who had become like a second mother to me, I knew that I had finally found my true family. Days turned into weeks, and the life I shared with Liam's mother became more fulfilling than I ever imagined. She was no longer just Liam's mother. She had become my family, my partner in resilience. Mia, guess what? What's that, Lisa? Today I managed to climb all the steps at the park without stopping. That's incredible. I'm so proud of you. Her accomplishments, no matter how small they might seem to others, brought immense joy to both of us. Together we created a safe, happy home filled with laughter and healing. Occasionally, I would hear whispers from mutual acquaintances about Liam. His life had fallen apart, his debts mounted, and Erica had long since disappeared from his world. The promises of a better life that he had envisioned were nothing but shattered illusions. But I had no interest in his struggles anymore. I had done my part, and I had moved on. One evening, as I prepared dinner, Liam's mother brought up a topic I didn't expect. Mia, I've been thinking about everything that's happened. About Liam, Erica, and even myself. Oh, you don't need to dwell on the past, Lisa. I know, but I want to thank you. You've shown me what family really means. Lisa, I couldn't have done any of this without you. You've been my strength just as much I've been yours. Her words reminded me of how far we'd come. While Liam's betrayal had once defined a dark chapter in my life, it no longer had power over me. I had turned that pain into strength, and together with Liam's mother, we had created a new beginning. A beginning built on trust, compassion, and the realization that family is not just about blood. It's about the people who stand by you. As the sun set that evening, casting a golden glow over our home, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The struggles of the past seemed like a distant memory replaced by the love and warmth of the present. And as we shared dinner, laughing and reminiscing about happier times, I knew that this was the life I was always meant to have. Free from toxicity, surrounded by genuine love, and moving forward with hope and purpose.